And this is a car I'm really happy to present. It's the first SUV from Alfa Romeo, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio. I think a really beautiful car. Look. Let's start with the design. Although Alfa has in history some technical problems, two things are always perfect: the sportiness of the cars and the design. And I confess, I am an Alfisti too. I bought a few years ago an Alfa 147 only for the design. And if I see this car, I get nervous. Could this be my next car? Let's look inside. Only one guy at the Los Angeles Motor Show is allowed to touch the car, to open the doors, and he does it for us. What we see is this car looks in a lot of points similar to the Alfa Giulia. And indeed, both share the same mid-size platform. So this is a typical Alfa Romeo front, with a design line from the hood to the headlights. The side profile tells us this is an SUV in coupe style with a falling roofline to the rear. The car has a compact length and competes with other SUVs in this segment, like the BMW X3 or Patricia the X4, Audi Q5, Mercedes GLC or the Porsche Macan. Most Alfas have had a special feeling by driving cuore sportivo in Italian, a sporty heart in English. How this heart beats as quick. Alfa presents here the Quadrifoglio version. It's the most powerful version with an engine with 510 horsepower. Standard horsepower for this car is 280. With us is Klaus Bussi. Have designed this car Congratulations first. What are your best parts?
The best part is the fact that I have a fantastic team in Italy that can create this beautiful design. No, I think, honestly, I think this is a very nice, successful evolution of the Alfa Romeo design with its sister vehicle, the Giulia, displaying beautiful, emotional Italian design, which is so important because we don't try to be German, we don't try to be Japanese, we want to represent Italian passionate design. And that combined with the performance of this vehicle gives you true emotional Italian experiences.
I saw the first concept of an Alfa Romeo SUV 2004, 2005, and now we have 2016. How does it last so long?
Well, you know, doing an SUV is something that has to be very carefully considered, and you have to have the right platform. It's not enough to have a concept with a cool design. For an Alfa Romeo, performance is so important, so we needed to make sure that we have the right platform. The right platform came with the Giorgio platform that also underpins the Giulia, and that gave us also the performance that we needed for this vehicle, which is probably more important even than the design.
What did you say to the customers? Do you have to decide to buy this car in competition with Mercedes or Porsche?
No, I think hopefully the car speaks for itself by the beautiful Italian design. So that is our message to the customer without really providing a message or saying anything directly. It's really letting the vehicle, letting the design speak. I think we have a very attractive design. And then on top of that, once the customer gives us the trust and the chance, sits down in the vehicle, a very beautiful interior with leather, wood, metal, great fit and finish, great electronics. And then third, and probably most importantly, when they get to start the vehicle, get it on the test drive and see how the performance is, that'll seal the deal.
We cannot touch this car in LA. Do you have driven this car and tell something about it?
I've not driven this particular car. I've spoken to people who have. I have, of course, driven the Giulia. I drive a Giulia. And I know that the performance is very close to the Giulia in terms of numbers and in terms of handling. And I know how great the Giulia handles, so I'm very excited about this car too.
Is it a sporty car or a comfortable car?
This one here, well, it depends on how you drive it. I mean, the QV, of course, is a sporty car, but just like on the Giulia, even if you go into race mode, you can soften the damper. If you go into dynamic mode, you can soften even more. So you can drive the vehicle very comfortable. It has amazing sound deadening. And then with a different, has 3 stages of suspension from soft to medium to hard. So yes, you can drive it very soft. And then when you need it, you can drive it very aggressive.
It's a natural sound?
Is it
a natural sound?
Of course, yeah. It has a V6, a bi-turbo V6. I don't think you have to play with the sound to enhance it any further. It sounds amazing.
Oh, well, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
My first impression is I will drive this car as quick as possible. I think this car may have the cuore sportivo in Italian, the sporty heart. And I will check how this heart beats.